Very good evening to all the visionaries, industry champions, and the trailblazing professionals gathered here. It's an absolute honor to welcome you to the Leaders Meet, a very special segment of the 62nd National Cost and Management Accountants Convention, where the spotlight is not on ideas alone, but on those who have turned those ideas into impact. This is not just a gathering, this is a celebration of excellence. A salute to CMAs who have not only climbed the corporate ladder, but reshaped the structure itself. Those who lead not by position, but by purpose. Each one of you here today represents the pinnacle of corporate leadership. CFOs, CEOs, directors, strategists, innovators. You all are professionals who have led transformations, navigated disruption, and driven sustainable growth in boardrooms across India and beyond. This evening is about reflection, recognition, and reconnection. It is about sharing lessons from the front lines of leadership and inspiring the next generation of cost accountants to think bigger, act bolder, and lead with integrity. As we hear your stories, your journeys, and your perspectives, may we all be reminded that leadership is not a title, it's a torch, and tonight it's burning brighter than ever. With this, I invite you all to the powerful purpose-driven dialogue. Welcome to the Leaders Meet, where excellence meets legacies. Can we have a huge round of applause for the last session of this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now I would like to request on the stage CMA Sudhakrishna Maiti, CFO of Odisha Television Limited, to please come onto the dais. I request Sudhakrishna Maiti, CMA, to please come onto the dais. I request CMA Chitrala Goswami, Chief General Manager, Head Corporate Financial Services, ONGC Limited, to please come on to the dais. Jyoti, stand here. I request CMA Arup Mukherjee, Executive Director Finance of Steel Authority of India Limited. CMA Dr. Paritosh Basu, Senior Director Services of Strategy Consulting Private Limited. CMA Asim Kumar Mukhopadhyay, Managing Director and CEO of Tata Motors Smart City Mobility Solutions Limited. CMA Bikram Keshari Das, Director Finance of Uranium Corporation of India Limited. CMA Baidyanath Maharana, Director Finance of NIPCO Limited. People from the back, I expect claps from you as well. CMA Ramesh Kumar Das, Director Finance of Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited. CMA Dr. Prasanna Kumar Acharya, Director Finance of NLC India Limited. CMA Anjani Kumar Tiwari, Member, Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board. I request CMA GS Sahu, Advisor Cost of DGTR, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Now I request our council members, CMA Rachappa Gunjali sir, Suresh Rachappa Gunjali sir, to please come onto the dais. I request our council member, CMA Harshad Deshpande, sir, council member of ICMA, to please come onto the dais. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a powerful stage today where we have across 15 powerful people of the country. Can we have a huge round of applause for all these people on the dais, please? I would like to invite on the stage CMA Tapas Ranjan Swine to welcome CMA GS Sahu sir, Advisor Cost of DGTR, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Volunteers, can you please give the lucky plant? I request GS Sahu sir to please come forward. अंजनी कुमार तिवारी. I request CMA Anjana Sanjeeva, Chief General Manager Finance of GAIL India Limited, also to please come onto the dais. Now I request CMA Somnath Sahu to welcome CMA Anjani Kumar Tiwari, member of Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board. I request CMA Anjani Kumari Tiwari sir to please come forward so that he can offer a lucky plant to you. Thank you so much. I request CMA Uttam Mahalik sir, CMA to welcome CMA Dr. Prasanna Kumar Acharya, who is a Director of Finance of NLC India Limited. I also request the council members on the dais, CMA Harshad Deshpande and CMA Suresh Rachappa Gunjali sir, to please accompany in all the welcomings, please. Jyoti. So you please, I request Gunjali sir and Deshpande sir to please stand over there. I'll eliminate others. I request CMA Jyoti Prakash Mishra to welcome CMA Ramesh Kumar Das sir, Director of Finance of Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited. Thank you. I request CMA Vidyadhar Prasad, Regional Council Member of ICMAI EIRC, to welcome CMA Baidyanath Maharana sir, Director of Finance of NIFCO Limited. Thank you, sir. I request CMA Dharmendra Padi to please welcome CMA Bikram Keshri Das, sir, Director Finance of Uranium Corporation of India Limited. Thank you, CMA Dharmender. I request CMA Subhasish Chakravarti, sir, Chairman of EIRC, to welcome CMA Ashim Kumar Mukhopadhyay, sir, Managing Director and CEO of Tata Motors Smart City Mobility Solutions Limited. Now I request CMA Dolagovinda Swine to welcome CMA Dr. Paritosh Basu, Senior Director, Services of Strategy Consulting Private Limited. Can we have the applause, please, ladies and gentlemen? I request CMA Aarti Ganguly Madam, Vice Chairperson of EIRC, to please welcome CMA Arup Mukherjee, sir, Executive Director Finance of Steel Authority of India Limited. I request CMA Ashwini Patra to welcome CMA Anjana Sanjeeva, Chief General Manager Finance of GAIL India Limited. CMA Ashwini Patra. I request CMA Sarat Kumar Behra, Vice Chairperson of the Bhubaneswar chapter, to please welcome CMA Chitrale Goswami, Chief General Manager, Head Corporate Finance Services, ONGC Limited. Where is he? Thank you so much. I request CMA Rajendra Nayak to welcome CMA Sudhakrishna Maiti, CFO of Odisha Television Network. CMA Rajendra Nayak is requested to welcome CMA Sudhakrishna Maiti, CFO of Odisha Television Limited. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now that the audience number has increased, can we have a thunderous applause for all the leaders on the stage? Thank you. With this, I would like to request CMA Harshad Deshpande, Council Member of ICMAI, to give his welcome address.
Good evening, friends. What a phenomenal dais we have. We have many times we talk about our branding, our positioning. So those who are asking this question, I think this photograph would be a great answer to that question. That all of you agree with me. So friends, despite of all the difficulties faced, this all our achievers, the icons I call them, that they have reached the top positions and we are proud of them. Further, what it makes more exciting is that their passion for the institute. They, at the, our president was very, Bibi Nayak sir, he was very passionate about bringing such people to the dais, especially on the national convention, and felicitate and, hear from them. So I think this at the call of our respected president have been here and agreed to part of be this function. Despite of their busy schedules, you all will agree that this perhaps, especially PSUs, they are in the process of completing their finalizations and still they could find the time. So we are grateful to all of you for being here. And I'm more excited to listen from them than I speaking. So I will request quickly that we will take up and let us enjoy the deliberations from our leaders. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Deshpande sir. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very beautiful announcement over here. This is hard work of the institute for the last 15-20 days. This is about a book of leadership that we're going to launch over here. This was not in the agenda initially. It was President's vision to give something great to the institute in this NCMAC. So then this idea erupted that why do we not have a book which is going to celebrate stories of our CMAs. So I would want to tell you about the book. The book is a tribute to century of stories, a collection of journeys that prove the power of purpose, perseverance, and professional excellence. The Inspired 100 is the name of the book. It's a coffee table book that honors 100 remarkable CMAs, leaders who have not only shaped organizations but also have transformed lives, industries, and ideas. Across pages filled with wisdom and warmth, you will meet CMAs who have risen from humble beginnings to occupy the highest echelons of corporate India. You will read about their defining moments, their hardest choices, their boldest decisions, and the legacies they are building always. These are not just profiles, these are portraits of leadership, each one offering inspiration to the next generation and pride to our profession. This book is also a salute to our collective journey, to the spirit of the institute, to strengthen the community, and to the belief that behind every CMA designation is a human story worth telling. As we now move to unveil the Inspired 100, let us do so with admiration, emotion, and the hope that it inspires 100 more to become even bigger. Now I would like to request on the stage, ladies and gentlemen, all the dignitaries on the dais are requested to come forward. I would like to request CMA Vibhuti Bhushan Nayak sir, Honorable President of the Institute. I would request our Vice President of the Institute, TCS Srinivas Prasad sir, and all the council members to please come onto the dais to launch the book, The Inspired 100. So please come forward so that everybody can be accommodated. Sir.
Thank you, Avinash. Before opening this book, compatible book, Inspired 100, I want to express before you what is the purpose of launching this book. Actually, these are the success story of our some 100 successful CMA. Hello, 1 minute. Actually, I have experimented from the Achievers Meet, that Achievers album. Sir, now it is helping us just like Brahmastra in counseling, process of counseling to the students who are taking admission. Adding to that idea, this is the beginning, sir, and this process it will follow, it will enhance our networking, and it will create synergy, and it will bring closer to our profession. It will create strength. In this book, small, very brief success story of some successful 100 CMA, and this will continue, sir. This will continue. This is the announcement. This is the introduction. And Institute will take steps to collect the success story of CMA practitioners and corporates in business, academician, and in various fields also. So thank you. I am extending my heartfelt thanks to Avinash, who is the main architect of this, collecting all the information from 100 CMA. And there one point is a very important point. What is the turning point? What is the key success? What was the, that means the entire SWOT analysis is there. SWOT analysis of our successful CMA. Thank you, Avinash, again. Thank you very much.
Sir, I request everybody now to officially launch the book. President, sir, and Vice President, sir, please. The cover page of the book is on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Can we have a thunderous applause, everybody? If standing ovation is possible from your side, that would be great. Thank you so much. That is open, sir. Yes, sir. Just a minute, sir. Just a minute. Just a minute. Yes.
So this is the success stories of our CMAs, and one person perhaps who is doing a very selfless job is the anchor and also the one of the key contributor in making this book. So I will request our President sir to kindly also felicitate our member Avinash from Bhubaneswar chapter, and I will also request all of you to give him warm applause for the fantastic work he has done for the institute, for the chapter, for the profession. Yes, Avinash, we are really thankful to you. On behalf of our President and entire Council, we request our heartfelt gratitude to you and wish many more success in your career. Thank you very much.
Now the most difficult part. I request all the guests on the dais. So because of paucity of time, I request everybody to please limit their speech to 5 minutes. I can understand initially you were told 20 minutes, then that was cut down to 10 minutes, now it is being cut down to 5 more minutes. So I request all the speakers to please limit their speeches, and I request Jyoti to please pass on the mic. Sir, or you want to come here? It's okay, no issues, sir. I would request CMA GS Sahu sir, Advisor Cost of DGTR, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, to please come and address. No, it's fine.
Yeah, namaskar. Good evening. It's a great privilege for me to be a part of this August gathering, and I'm really honored to be part of the CMA family. And the name, that corporate excellence, of course, actually I am not directly, related to this corporate excellence, but somehow indirectly I am totally associated with this corporate excellence, and it's, for this empowering these corporate sectors by means of various policy intervention by Government of India. So, but this CMA, the profession government has realized long back in 1982, they have constituted one service called Indian Cost Account Service, which is basically catered from the cost accountant and chartered accountants, but the most focused area is basically cost accounting and cost analysis, strategic cost, strategic cost management, as well as different project viability analysis. These aspects are being undertaken by the Government of India through these cost and management accountants, which is still in place. And this is the organized group A service at par with other services like all this civil service. I mean, we have all fully it's an organized cadre service. This Indian Cost Account Service. We have almost major portion of the total Indian Cost Account Service are cost accountants and cost and management accountants, and we have various hierarchy, like from assistant director to the secretary level, and this the presence of this Indian Cost Account Service is felt in almost all ministry in the department, all ministry of the Government of India. About we have around 60 to 70 ministry, which is they are all running through the Government of India, and almost 60 to 70% of the ministry, this cost and management accountants are in place through this Indian Cost Account Service. More specifically, even though directly we do not have that, very few ministry we have basically cost analysis, cost determination, price determination, but indirectly for the corporate excellence, like various policy measures, policy interventions in terms of best cost management, where financial management, and especially for the protection of the domestic industry, for the various measures is taken for the corporate sector as well as the company who are operating, who are facing stiff competition from the international companies, from the exporters. So now one of the assignment I am handling right now, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, that is anti-dumping, countervailing duty and safeguard. These are three major trade remedies available to the corporate sectors, and especially domestic industry, who are facing stiff competition against the various exporters. exporter means other, our neighboring country and across the world, you can say. So they are, those exporters and those other companies, they are dumping their products at a very low price, as a result of which our domestic industry, which we are facing very difficult to push their product. And in the long run, they are not able to sustain the, to sell their product. And as a result, they are just, simply either closing down or they are continuing with a very, sustained loss. For these measures, Government of India has a very, excellent, system we have placed. That is a WTO, World Trade Organization. India is one of the member of this World Trade Organization. One of the around more than 80 members of the this WTO. So one is India. India has already signed the WTO World Trade Agreement. One of the signatory of the WTO. It took place in 1992, which has come into effect in 1995. From that year, and India has been continuing supporting this, trade remedies support to all the domestic industry who are facing this severe competition, severe problem against the exporters. So with this practice, this especially CMA has a major role, because this we have this domestic industry, they are facing this dumping. Dumping means nothing but the price at which the domestic industry is supposed to sell. The dump price is coming at a much lower price. This, the price of domestic industry, that is called fair and notional price, that is determined by the Government of India, which this Indian Cost Account Service officers has a major role to play. So they are basically determining the cost base. They are determining the cost, notional, what should be the most viable price. They are determining through the various rules, that World Trade Agreement plus one Customs Act and Anti-Dumping Act, Anti-Dumping rules and countervailing duty rules, applying all the provisions and various standards are issued by the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. So those are all accumulated, and finally we are fixing the most notional and fair price so that the domestic industry can sustain for a long time. So with these measures, so we are imposing this anti-dumping duty, countervailing duty, and also sometimes safeguard measures. Yesterday, some of our colleagues, they had mentioned that titanium dioxide, that Government of India should impose duty. That it may be noted that it is already, Government of India has already taken action, and the duty has already been imposed on the TiO2. So which is which was raised yesterday. So as a result, we have a very major participation of the anti-dumping and countervailing duty all over the world. So India plays a very proactive action as far as the trade remedy is concerned. So apart from trade remedy, we have various various ministry this Indian Cost Account Service officer are playing major role in different ministry, like infra, energy, finance, like energy, all energy project, that because government has a it has a strategy, it has a I mean it has a goal to be faced, that is net zero pathways, that is 2070. We should have a zero emission. So we have a different phase. 2030 we have a phase, 2047 is a phase, and 2070 is a phase. So slowly we are moving to the green fuel. So as a result, then by the end of 2070 we should have net zero, so that carbon emission will be totally zero. And in that way, Government of India is seriously working out. And for that also our CMA plays an important role for different project analysis and viability. So at present we have around more than 9,000 different national infrastructure projects, which is valuing around more than 29 lakh crore. So that is in place. In fact, it was a long ways to go. So for all those implementation of all those success projects, so with our CMA especially, they play a very important role. And CMA basically, I also request all the young CMA so that to come and join this Indian cost account service. This is an excellent career, and you can reach to the level of secretary to the government of India. And it starts from assistant director, which is a group A level, that is a class one officer in any other service, and has excellent career opportunity. And in the process, you can apply, and you can apply your knowledge and professional knowledge to to search for your venture and to gain your final achievement. And I think the time is very short, so I'll conclude this my remark here. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now request CMA Anjani Kumar Tiwari, member of Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board, to please address. I request all the speakers again, let us limit the time to 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Avinash. Good afternoon to all of you, President and Vice Presidents. I have never seen in my career of 43 years such a big panel of 15. And that too, the time allotted is 5 minutes. Rest assured, you will not send me the cheat. I will be finishing within 5 minutes only. First lesson as a corporate vision, I worked in NTPC, I worked in SJBNL, GAIL, and now I am regulator, and regulator has a different role. So here I am sensitive to the time, and throughout my career I was always been sensitive to the time, to the cost, to everything. So this is the first lesson I would like to share with the CMAs. With my 43 years of experience, be sensitive always, wherever you are working. And this is the first lesson. I will just cover very quickly about the oil and gas scenario, and then give some tips. And I promise that whatever the tips I will give you, you will carry to the home. You will never forget. Oil and gas, is international commodity. We are importing around 85% of the crude oil, 50% of the LNG, 60% LPG. So we are dependent on import of these energy in our country. Now, there are very initiatives which have been taken by the government of India, by PNGRB as a regulator, in terms of laying of the pipelines, in terms of having good tariff, in terms of sensitivity towards customers also. So various initiatives have been taken, and which has led to having more and more LNG to be coming in the country, and establishment of the LNG terminals. So with this background, I would like to say that we have created infrastructure after giving license pan-India basis through around 307 geographical areas for gas infrastructure. Now, this is the background. What as a regulator we have done, and which is very important in the interest of the entities, in the interest of the customers. One thing we have done various tariff amendments. Why I am telling these things? Because as a CMA, if you see the corporate, how they are going to perform, we have to be sensitive towards them, and we have to be concerned towards them. So as a regulator, and I would like to share first one thing. Then when I joined PNGRB, somebody asked me what you are going to do within 5 years. I told I will work as a facilitator, not regulator. This is the second lesson I would like to share, that I worked in PNGRB as a facilitator, not as a regulator. So I was with everyone, with the customer, with the entities, and try to take all the pain points and took decision in the interest of the entities as well as the customers. This is the second lesson I would like to share with you. what is the difference between CFO and CO, you know? CFO, if you write F and then put line here, it will be E. So only straight line is the difference between the CFO and CO. And this E is very important, E is environment. So if CFO understands the environment, he can be CO every time. And he would be CO. So what I mean to say, many times in my experience in many corporate means NTPC and GAIL and other places, I always try to understand the environment. And if I could understand the environment, my decision, my corporate excellence will always increase. So this is the third lesson I would like to give you, that always understand the environment wherever you are working, whether you are in the corporate, whether you are in the practice, whether you are, whatever job you are doing. I reached at this stage as a regulator, as a member. It's a very, very difficult journey, and very, means I had to work a lot. So, always strive for the opportunities, which are very, very important. If you are not striving for the opportunities, corporate excellence will not come. And corporate excellence and CMA vision is not different. It is mixed together, you know. So corporate excellence will come if you are striving for the opportunities and also always planning to take or reach there. This is the fourth lesson I would like to share. Fifth, I would like to share that as in the corporate area, what I have seen, legal fear is there. Always there is a legal department, legal division is there. And you will find that you are stuck up with many of the decisions which you will not be able to take because of the legal fear. So as a professional, this is my experience in the corporate arena. Wherever you are working, always try to take decisions and do not be carried away by the legal fear. This is my experience. You may have a different experience. But this is my experience where I have not been able to take decisions because of the legal fear, legal jargon, and legal trapping. You can understand the meaning of that. Next point I would like to say that regulatory understanding is very important, whether you are in the oil and gas sector, whether you are in any of the sectors, banking sector, or any sector wherever you are working. If corporate excellence has to come, regulatory understanding by the corporate is very important. And as a CMA, you will always be, means don't see that I am accountant, I am doing this. Always try to be concerned about the regulatory changes, regulatory functioning. And my colleagues are here, some from the GAIL. With the regulatory changes and with the regulatory many decisions which we can take, I think corporate performance, corporate excellence can come. So, yes, thank you very much. I was not thinking about this, but thank you very much. So these are the 6 takeaway. Regulatory means understanding is very important. So thank you very much. I think I thought that I should speak 20-25 minutes, but I think 5 or 6 takeaways which I have given you, you will carry on. Thank you very much.
I'll be using it. Because I'll have to write again then. So I would now request, sir, thank you Anjani Kumari Tiwari sir for that beautiful speech. I request CMA Dr. Prasanna Kumar Acharya sir, Director of Finance of NLC India Limited, to please address the House.
Namaskar, Jai Jagannath. Dignitaries sitting on the dais and off the dais, professional colleagues, students, representatives from various organizations across the country. Good evening to all of you. So as the time constraint is there, 5 minutes they have allotted, I will try to complete before that. Two things just I want to share. Since last 2 days we are discussing regarding various new technologies, particularly on artificial intelligence, machine learnings, and all these things is coming on the way of our profession. It's like those technology will take away our job. So all these fears are coming, and everybody in several sessions since last 2-3 years, wherever I was going and attending, the same fear is there. AI is coming, machine learning is coming, chatbot is coming, and this technology will take our job. The same fear was there when computer was introduced and brought to India, I think 20 years down the line. And our profession has come off and stand, and we have used that as a tool, not as a fear or not as a item which is taking away our jobs, something like that. On this artificial intelligence, I would like to share a small story. We have all gone through this Ramayana. On that Ramayana, one small episode is there. You might be heard about this when Dasharatha went on to the forest for some, you can say that time of they were doing hunting of animals and all such things. And he has fired one arrow, you can say an instrument or an equipment or whatever is there. And it has hurt one person. And that name is Shravan Kumar, you might be heard that. And that instrument is a Sabdabhedi Bana, means the weapon which following a sound. So nowadays that Operation Sindoor has taken place. So the similar instrument was there during that age. I just want to tell that. So nothing new. It's changing its shapes, it's changing its character. But the thing was there ages together, and it's evolving in a new shape or new technology. To our profession, I will add one small story, a story of eagles. You might be heard that the life of eagle is 40 years. And after 40 years, what happens? Their beak, their feathers, that eagle is not able to hunt, is not able to fly because of the weight of the weather, and this beak is grown in such a way that he could not able to hunt this, he is able to catch the foods or something like that. So what will happen? He has two choices. Either it has to die or it has to struggle. So the struggle is also available to the eagle. So what he used to do, he used to go to a top of the hill and he has to broke his beak and remove his feathers. And that exercise he has to do for 150 days, almost 5 months. And after 5 months, again this new weather will come and his beak also will grow and he will be able to catch the foods and also able to fly in the sky. So after that, its rebirth takes place, and again for 30-40 years it has to live. So like that, the similar opportunity has come to the professions, CMA professions. Now you have to revert yourself. You have to align yourself with the new technology, and with the help of the technologies, another terms of your professional career can be increased with this new technology. Now coming to my own company, so I am working with NLC India Limited. The earlier name was Neyveli Lignite Corporations, which earlier used to concentrate on lignite mining and power generation in the southern part of the India, basically in Tamil Nadu. And in the last 10 years, we have tried to increase our presence in the pan-India basis. And as of now, we have already in operation in almost 12 states in the country, and our target to reach 20 states by 2030. So the present installed capacity of thermal generation is around 7,000 megawatt, and mining capacity is 50 million ton, which we want to multifold 3 times by 2030. And this year, last, we have declared our result just 2 days before, and we have achieved highest ever profit, 2,700 crores, since the inception of the company since last 68 years. And I am proud to say that every year we are taking almost 8 to 10 CMAs through campus recruitment, and out of our total size of 200 professions, 50%, almost 100 CMA professions are there associated with our company, NLCL. I would also like to add one more thing, that this year we have also introduced a new policy for empanelment of internal auditors. And there we have reserved 50% for CMA professions. I think this is the first time in the country we have done that. I request President, Vice President, and our institute members, they should take this message to other CPSUs or state PSUs to make similar arrangements so that our professionals will get an opportunity. But at the same time, I would like to say that the participation from the profession also is not encouraging, and we need to work on that. We need to increase the size of the partnership firms or the audit firms so that the eligibility norms, they can reach to that level. With this, I thank you all for inviting me to this occasions where 15 panelists are there. I think I am within 5 minutes. I have not crossed my limit. Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Acharya sir. May I now request CMA Ramesh Kumar Das sir, Director Finance of Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited, to please address.
Professional colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It gives me immense pleasure to be here and to discuss the CMA role in the economy. The paradigm change in our economy took place in 1991, when we changed our policy from closed economy to liberalization and privatization. After that, 2020, again, COVID, because of COVID, total our ecosystem was disturbed, and we made core correction to sustain growth. Just after COVID, again, war and warlike situation took place all over the world, and nowadays the war is going on for longer period. It is not short, and that has also affected our economy. Apart from the conventional war, now the tariff war has started, and it is also taken a new dimension, and which has also impact on our economy. Therefore, but every stage, we are changing our policy, either we are changing our way of working. Therefore, the human mind possesses a remarkable capacity for adaptability, and we change ourselves based on the situations. Wise people are they who understand situations and enrich themselves by grabbing the opportunities. That is called Divya Drushti. I expect from CMAs such Divya Drushti. In other words, CMA can explore the areas where nobody has, it is not visible to others. In my opinion, CMA has a big role in corporate world. This is a profession who can guide the management how to manage the cost. A CMA can highlight the areas where cost can be controlled and elimination of activities which are not contributing to the revenue and profit of the organizations. I started my career as a finance officer. Now, last 5 years, I am a CFO of the company. I believe in working and ideas out of box. I don't believe in working just like that in conventional way, and that's why always I believe to find out the areas which is not explored. During my tenure, Hello. During my tenure as CFO, the revenue of the company has increased 4.5 times, crossing 5,000 crores. PAT has increased 3.5 times. Market capitalization has increased more than 10 times. These achievements are not possible without Divya Drushti and without out-of-box thinking. The corporate excellence for CMA vision, which is the topic now, corporate excellence usually we mean that strategic leadership, innovation and out-of-box ideas, ethical governance, achieving sustainable growth, long-term value creation. I think the CMA has a big role for all these to achieve the corporate excellence and to give the best to the industry. If you will come, let me touch upon areas which requires attention of CMA and which requires some sort of changes in our system so that CMA will be more efficient and CMAs can contribute more. One of the point is that bringing more core competency to the table. We professionals deliver versatile range of core competency for industry and corporates. If you ask me, is that sufficient? I will tell it is no. The core competency of lot of professionals is limited. What do they do? It is harsh truth. Expecting more is the basic nature of human being, but they are not superficial all the time. Similarly, we expect the institute to equip all of us with such comprehensive core competency to become rarest profession in the world. Monthly journals, regular seminars, webinars are helping. It is not enough as on date. In my opinion, mobile friendly applications, YouTube, shorts, online podcasts and mostly used communication mediums should be used. And to become more competitive, the intent should be bold and specific. Learning should be consistent and relevant. Most important thing that CMS should be equipped with sufficient experience, industry experience. For this thing, we can call some industry experience persons who have spent few years in the industry so that they can give their views and they can, by that way, they can some sort of case studies they can provide so that it will increase the efficiency level of CMS will increase. Adoption of adoption of new technology is most important because my earlier speaker told that it is not taking our job, it will increase our efficiency. That's why all CMS should be equipped with adoption of technology. Everyone should indulge in themselves to become the part of the success story of CMA profession. Responsibility lies on our shoulder and we take with pride. In this context, I would like to highlight a line from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 50, Karma Yoga Karmasu Kausalam, which align with our motto to be excellent with commitment and integrity. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Das sir. May I now request the Director of Finance of NIFCO Limited, CMA Baidyanath Maharana sir, to please address the House.
Namaskar and Jai Jagannath to all of you. Respected President of the Institute, the Vice President of the Institute, and the luminaries sitting on the dais, my senior members, thank you so much for being present here. I have been given 5 minutes, and the chit will be coming anytime. So, my first task, I was sitting there and I was wondering how I compress this speech, which has been written by my speechwriter, to 5 minutes. Anyway, we'll manage within that. See, I come from NIPCO. NIPCO is a power sector giant in the northeastern region of the country. We cater to 42% of the power requirement of the northeastern region. On top of that, we export power to the rest of the country as well. And after that, we support the industrialization development under the low-caste policy of the Government of India. And we also do massive development in infrastructure, and we also play a vital role in energizing lives, empowering the communities, and fostering sustainable growth in the northeastern region and the rest of the country. We have a portfolio, diverse portfolio. We are in hydro. We are in gas-based thermal projects. Also, on top, we have some ground-mounted solar projects. We are venturing into floating solar projects. We are already in ground-mounted solar projects in the state of Rajasthan. So the company is looking great. I will now go to the point which I wanted to tell you. In my vision, a leader has to be a reader. You have to read, once you want to lead. And for a leader, all the CMAs who are here, all luminaries, my vision of leadership is that when there is a success, you have to attribute it to the team. And when there is a blame, being the leader, you have to take it on you. That has been the success mantra for me for the last 5 years in my company. And that I'm saying because when I took over the reins as the CFO of the company, my PBT was just 47 crores and PBT was 90 crores and my PAT was 47 crores. 4 years since, I am standing at a profit of 869 crores PBT and a PAT of 585 crores. That I devote to my team. It's a sincere effort. Then how do you do it? How we have done it? I just wanted to give some case studies in the next 2 minutes. After that, like Prasanna has started with a story, I will end with a story. First of all, the bottom line, that is the profit, that is the barometer of success of any company. Everybody would agree with me. Now, how do we do that? See, it's like a Barbie doll. The top line has to be fat. The mid line, the expenditure. Top line is the revenue. The mid line is the expenditure. It has to be as narrow as possible. And the bottom line has to be fat. That's the mantra. When I took over, I told my team that let's squeeze the midline. We being cost accountants, we talk about the cost, how to control the cost. All those things come to our minds first. So we did that. The easiest thing was to swap the high cost loans, and we somehow reduced that. But we came to a point of, point where we couldn't do it further. Then the way we have to do is that we have to think different from others. So we completed the midline squeezing. After that, as an innovation, we said that let us do something so that the top line also increases. And everybody knows that we are bound by the CRC regulations, and my revenue is a cost plus kind of revenue. Then what we did is that we looked into the weather of the power sector, which is the CRC regulations, and we looked at the points where we can raise the revenue of the company. And believe me, we found at least 5 places where we could increase the revenue of the company, the revenue recognition of the company, and since the cost is more or less constant for a hydro sector, the profit also increased over there. So these are the innovations which we have done in our corporation to increase the profit. And I again say that I attribute all the success to my team. And we have done a lot of commercial interventions, which has brought in a lot of profit to us. And again, at the same time, I would say to the youngsters that, it has to be, you have to think differently. What everybody is doing, what is written on the books, if you follow that, you are not becoming unique. Unless you are becoming unique, nobody is going to recognize you. So my request to the youngsters who are conveniently sitting at the back, maybe, I don't know why, but they should be unique. Each person should be unique. Each person should be visible. Unless you are unique, you cannot be visible. Second thing is that everybody is talking about AI. My previous speakers also spoke about AI. I always tell my people that use the artificial intelligence, with your intelligence. If you are depending upon the artificial intelligence properly and blindly producing the same before any other person, then it might so happen that in the morning, the honorable MP was telling that it was giving some fake case laws. So that should not be the case. We should apply it intelligently, and I still believe that we are lacking as far as use of AI is concerned. Somebody was telling me in the morning that there are 13,000 AI tools available in the web, and 6,000 of them are free. We must use all those things in a proper way. Now the chit has come, so I will take 1 minute more. So let me come to the story. Everybody knows the first part of the story. We know the story about the turtle and the rabbit. Yes? Everybody knows. But did the story end there? The story didn't end there. The story continued. In fact, the next time the race happened, the rabbit said that it will be on the land only. And this time the rabbit was intelligent enough, it didn't slip on the way, and it won the race. Again, the story didn't end there. The next time, the turtle became intelligent, and he said that the race has to be on the water. And in the water, he was the outright winner. Both of them came together once. What is the use of fighting? Let's have a race, half on the land and half on the water. On the land, the rabbit was carrying the turtle on its back, and on the water, the turtle was carrying the rabbit on its back. Both of them reached the destination together, and that is the theme of the story is that is the win-win situation when two people are working together. But again, the story didn't end there. So the next part of the story is that both of them became very complacent. They thought that they will be winning together and it can continue. And instead of going for the actual physical activities, they somehow got modernized and they stuck to video games. They were playing those games on the video. So what happened? Both of them got plump. Both of them became diabetic. Both of them became hypertensive. Next time the race happened, the rabbit on the land, it couldn't carry the turtle because rabbit was also diabetic. He was not having enough strength, and the turtle was also fat. The race couldn't end there. So this is an example of a progress which is not sustainable. We have to make it sustainable. But again, the story didn't end there. The story continues. So now both of them have become more sincere, and artificial intelligence, they have come to know that there is something like artificial intelligence. All of them, like readers, have to be readers. They have read a lot of books. They have done a lot of on the research on the AI, and they have become more intelligent. And now, all of them have done everything through AI to become fit enough to go for the next race. And again, on top of that, they have visualized what could happen 2 years hence, 5 years hence in their next generation, and they are ready with that with the help of the AI. The theme of this is that you should have a never say die attitude. And again, both of them have become visionary. That is what we are talking about now. And that is the theme of this seminar. So that is what has to happen in future. They are already seeing it now. Are they getting prepared for that? They are preparing their next generation for that. That's the strength. That is the theme of this seminar, which is Divya Drishti. My kudos to the organizers for choosing such a beautiful theme and executing it properly. This man is standing near me and asking me to go away. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for that beautiful story. Actually, I think the audience wants to hear more. We shall ask sir to come tomorrow again so that he'll continue that story of rabbit and turtle. Sir, if there is more left in it. Okay, the story we have more in it. Now I request the Director of Finance of Uranium Corporation of India Limited, CMA Vikram Keshari Das sir, to please address the House. I also request all the speakers one more time, let us limit the speech to 5 minutes.
Good evening, respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and my dear friends. Time is very limit, but throughout the day I was sitting there and listening insightful related to excellency speech, and I am privileged being a listener there and noted, and ultimately I found that sustainability that consists of excellency is consists of sustainability plus innovation. But thing is that when we talk about sustainability, throughout the day I have heard about that sustainability, and sustainability is derived from the UN. Sustainability is not a concept. Sustainability is a commitment. If you go by the UN, what we found, the one line is there where it has been mentioned, development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. Here question arises that it is a clash between carbonized profit. If you will go by corporate, it is a carbonized profit. If you will go by the country, it is a carbonized GDP. It is a clash between carbonized profit or GDP with decarbonization. If we will take by the carbonized profit, what is going on? If we will take our country, that we take fossil fuel, in turn we get electricity, in turn we get GDP. Day by day, that fossil fuel, suppose say, I will cite one example, coal, that 1 billion we touched. In turn, that thermal power to 1200 billion units. In turn, we got GDP near to $3.7 trillion. Convert it into more than 300 trillion rupee. Here question arises, what is the concept of carbonized and decarbonized profit? In between, if we will go by the carbonized profit, we will keep on moving and bring the growth. And when growth, we will focus on the growth, in turn, in future, the future generation will confront with the global warming. When we will keep the global warming intact, one concept that in COP26, it was discussed that we have to limit our global warming average to 16.5 degree. Pre-industrial era, it was 15 degree. The budget was 1.5 degree. And nowadays what happened? Per annum, we are emitting near to 30 billion ton of CO2 in world. As a result of that, what happened? The concept of approach, the concept of doing the activity to bring decarbonized profit is a kind of learning. And this process that we need to take care of profit as well as people as well as planet. When people, planet and profit, triple P, come into picture, then we have to bring changes in the system. While CMA will come into picture, that why CMA will come into the picture here? CMA is coming to the profit only, not profit, decarbonizing the profit. In this process, the carbon credit is coming into the picture. When carbon credit is there, that means the extent to which the future will be like that, the extent to which you keep your profit decarbonized, to that extent you will get the credit. And in terms of that credit, you will get the benefit out of that, the different way. That is what the concept of sustainability is going on. Another fact is that without innovation, it is very difficult to bring changes. And the changes is coming day by day. We are visualizing, but changes is coming through technology as well as AI. And technology, once you use technology, technology gives you the process efficient and transparent. Once you get your process efficient and transparent, that helps you cost effectiveness, bringing cost effectiveness, and that also give you the regulatory compliance also. And regulatory compliance is a very challenging job. If you will go by one path, that is our path, that accounting and costing, that is a routine work. If it is taken away by the AI, but another area act, that is MMDR Act, CMSP Act, and Electricity Act, and CRC regulation, all those things are there. So we have to bring all those acts, whether it even environmental act, all those things, if you will keep it complied, along with the accounting or costing, that will help you a decarbonized excellency in CMA profession. That is what the sustainability and your innovation, that is the tool that brings you excellency. That is what I learned out of the discussion when I was there and keep on noting. So time is very limited, so I cannot speak more on that. So thank you for your patience hearing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for that beautiful speech of yours. Now I would request the CFO of Odisha Television Limited, CMA Sudhakrishna Maiti, to please address the House.
Good evening. Good evening. Why so silent? Because everybody is energy-less nowadays. But we all are thinking about the Amrit Kal. Modi ji is thinking not only the Modi ji, we all are thinking about Amrit Kal. So we should be so energetic. So we the part of to make that success. Anyway, distinguished CMA, respected President, Vice President and Council member, and the esteemed guest, ladies and gentlemen, present over in this hall. It's an honor to stand in front of you, not just a CFO of an organization, but as a CMA, just part of you. This journey was started from analyzing from balance sheet. Now I am the part of the boardroom. So today, just I was sitting there and thinking, let's start with a quick story. I should not story, it's a fact of my life. We all know early 21st century there was a global financial recession, right? That time, our CEO came to my space and asked me, where can we save without challenging my growth? So you know, that is the day, still I can remember, I am not only the custodian of cost, even I had become a value architect. So that way, my journey started. Now, with various manufacturing, NBFC, I am as a CFO of a media house today, I still draw down the same core principle like cost control, strategic planning, and business insight. But today, our role is no longer just about reporting the past, it's about shaping the future. I think we all are agreed on that. Friends, our training teaches us how to be, how to see the thing which the others has missed already. What is that in your system? What is the leakage of various cost? Number two, the various inefficiencies, the untapped value data. So our role is important on that, ki how we will calculate on that and adding some value to my organization. We are the professional who speak the language both operation and strategy. Because nowadays, we are not limited with only the numbers and all those things. Every company needs CMA, obviously, for their decision-making table. I understand that because only we are the person. That CMA is the person who can bridge finance and function. Others cannot. Numbers and strategy. We can correlate and co-link with all these things. Therefore, time to lead, not just serve. So that time has already been come. The world changing fast. Everybody was talking about AI, automation, analytics, blockchain, and guess what? But these tools don't replace CMA. They empower us. They cannot replace our brain. We must do no longer to content being support function. We must be the voice of boardroom, the coincidence behind the strategy, the visionary behind the number. So, before I end, let me leave with this. We don't wear caps, but we rescue balance sheet. I think you agreed with my statement. We don't hold stethoscope, but we diagnose business health. At the same time, we are not always seen, but our impact is felt in every decision, every outcome, every success. We are CMA and we are indispensable. So let's today, Amritkal is there, 2047. It's already been started. We can see how the stock market is movement. If we just go back a little bit, the successful countries like USA, China, Japan. Time is limited, but if you see their stories, all these are, that the demographic dividend, which the first up, the speaker was telling about the age group of the people and all these things, which is nothing but the demographic dividend, and it has come to us. It's already started. So, agar chahte bhi, nahi chahte bhi, it will happen, and growth will be there, opportunity is there. So, as a CMA, my suggestion should be beyond number. We try to shape the nation. Thank you. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai CMA.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. I did not give you the chit. You did it on your own. Now, I request CMA Ashim Kumar Mukhopadhyay, sir, to please address.
Jai Jagannath, distinguished guests on the dais and off the dais. So definitely I will not run through the full PPT, only a few slides I will show from there. But before these 5 minutes, this task is very arduous task, I would say. So I would say, let me start with a story. This story is a very simple story. Let me just take in a different mood. What would you change? Frankly speaking, a 28 years boy was not feeling well. So normally at this age, that age, nobody is doing health checkup, but his parents says, let us go to a doctor and do a comprehensive health checkup. After comprehensive health checkup is done, some ailments have been detected and he was told by the doctor that perhaps your days are numbered. You may not survive long, more than a year. So naturally that's created a lot of agony. Even the marriage didn't take place, nothing else happened to this boy. What will happen? Cross consultation has been done, and again another doctor was consulted. And when that doctor was consulted, doctor said that, okay, you enjoy life to the extent it is there, so you better marry. He said, you marry? you are not going to leave. Why did? He said, marry an accountant. I'm not talking of CMS. Marry an accountant. I said, I will live longer. He said, no, but you will feel it is longer. This is what is maybe talked of accountants. CMAs are also accountants. We have to come out with it. What I am telling you, the story is my own life story. I am a 43 years old CMAs. I also did CAs and CS. I have a blend of both public sector and private sector working. I started my career as a junior manager finance in Steel Authority of India Limited, and now I am the managing director of a Tata company. So in my throughout this journey, I have experienced one thing, that what you can do, you must do. You should be differently doing. In this total career, I have worked in finance mostly, but I worked also in marketing. I worked in manufacturing. I worked in cost control. I worked in HR. And I became a CFO of a Tata company. Then I was the group performance head, the group which has given 28,642 crores profit for the last financial year. I was the group performance head. And 3 years back, I was told by my group chairman that please take over the company, which is basically an electric vehicle company, the EV buses. So my company runs the... Huh? Is not audible? Yeah. So my company is basically plying electric buses, and it is in a different business model, own, operate and maintain business model. Is a highly automated process. In that process, we can assess a lot of techniques, and as a CMA also I am proud to say that I can find out from my mobile phone 3,600 buses are plying in the country, where the bus is plying, which bus is going to face a problem, which part will be having a problem. That's all could be tracked. We are talking of AI. This is a practical application of AI. And this has not been done anybody but by a CMA. I will very quickly run through a few slides to see that. Can you help me with the, oh, sorry. Yeah. So, in the early career of the CMA, we are doing the financial analyst. What are the typical roles, the key responsibilities, key skills, exposure area, value creation role, I have narrated in these slides. Then, some other slide, changing this. These have made a CMO career pyramid. I wanted to say how many CMOs are going from their early career to the middle management, to the senior leadership, to the CXO level, and the board level. I'm proud to say that I was in the board of 15 Tata companies. Currently, I am on the board of 3 Tata companies, but I am a CMA. Can you go at the last? So basically, time is short. I just stay on this slide. This one. I would like to say that the difference between a traditional CMA and a modern CMA is a traditional CMAs are rule-based, reactive, reporting, and isolated function. A modern CMA is insight-led, predictive, advisory, and cross-functional leaders. Next slide, please. Strategic roadmap for CMAs to enter the CXO world. I said expand beyond finance, think business. Develop strategic thinking, build executive presence and communication skills, master technology and digital influence, lead people, not just process. I worked 3 years in HR. Gain global and ESG exposure, earn boardroom readiness. Next slide, please. Yeah. So You had to be expand beyond business, think business as a business enabler, cross-functional projects and value chain insights. Next. Go back, go back. So clear, okay. Go back, go back. Move fast, because your 5 minutes check is a very, So finally I will come to what as a CMA I could do from accounting cost to creating change. As you rise, you get to save the future. Next. So this is my company. Just because this is my company. You see, this is all my own freakle of imagination. We are running 1,608 buses in Delhi, in 13 depots, all are EV buses. Ahmedabad, 60 buses. Best 368 buses, 4 depots, coming from the mind of CMAs. What CMAs can do. 100% digitally enabled bus, a driver from his desktop can find out if he is going to meet an accident, what he can do, what he cannot do. It has not come from anybody's mind. I went to Qatar post the World Cup to see how World Cup was managed with so many EV buses with the bus depots. This is the way it is done. Next slide. So this is the 17 cities we operate, 31 crore green kilometers we have done, 95% uptime, 3,600 plus buses. And the last slide, next. And then before that. This is what it could be. This is my own creation. This is a bus depot. This looks like a bus depot in India. I take pride to take my people to visit this bus depot. So that's what I can say. CMAs has a great potential, but this potential I would have loved to see, and more than 500 CMAs are working in my group, and in every year we have recruited the CMAs, we promoted those CMAs, and in S4 HANA we are doing bus-wise, route-wise, depot-wise, profitability, daily profitability day by day. Who is counting those things? That is the beauty of the CMAs. You can, I could, and you will be much better than me. The next generation could be much at a taller height. Thank you.
Thank you so
But last slide, I would say last slide, just go back. My message is preserve your vitality in an ever-changing environment. The last slide, last. Preserve your vitality in ever-changing environment. This is with a bus depot. Bus depot in India. Preserve your vitality in ever-changing environment. Don't forget that you are an cost accountant, cost management. Do everything, but don't lose your vitality. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. CMA Sudhakrishna Maiti, who is the CFO of Odisha Television Limited, he wants to leave because he has an appointment with it seems, the governor. Okay. So thank you, sir. Thank you for accepting and coming here. Thank you so much. Can we have a huge round of applause for the CFO of OTV? I request now CMA Dr. Paritosh Basu, sir, Senior Director Services, Strategy Consulting Private Limited, to speak.
Good evening, revered President and Vice President of the Institute, my fellow council colleagues and from the TEA board, where I am also a member, and council members, senior members of the profession, my co-panelists, hundreds and hundreds years of experience there. I will not deal with anything what I have done. What I have done in my life, you will come to know from LinkedIn. What I am doing in life now, you can come to know from LinkedIn. What I will be doing till I go under the fire roots, you'll come to know from LinkedIn. I have about 21,500 plus connections from all over the world. So let me not speak about me. I'll speak about Dibbo Drishti from the perspective of first what the word means, these two words collectively, and I'll talk from the perspective of a CMA, and finally I'll talk from the perspective of corporate. Dibbo Drishti is a Sanskrit word. It is about 10,000-year-old word. It's called divine sight and divine perception, and the word divine is connected with gods and Ishwar. It fosters a kind of power to see the future achieved through yogic practices. including asana, kriyas, and meditation. Right? Is a form of spiritual enlightenment, a state in which yogis connect with universe. So it's a spiritual enlightenment, and we are karma yogis. We CMAs are karma yogis, and our enlightenment is what we learn for this world and contribute for this world. So karma yogis should be having yoga dishti. Now what is yoga dishti? Yoga dishti is the intuitive perception achieved by yogis that enables them to see the past and the future. Now seeing the past is easy now because you have LinkedIn. If you use it responsibly, and you have artificial intelligence, if you use it responsibly, and with your intelligence, you can get the vision of from the past, and you can get a predictive AI for vision for the future. So this is what your 10,000 year or 12,000 year Vedas says. What about 140 years old Oxford Dictionary says. Oxford Dictionary says that vision is a mental image of what the future will or could be. Now, here are a lot of people sitting here. All these panelists have already had a mental image where they will take the company to, right? So they have the vision already because they are karma yogis. The ability to think about or plan the future with imagination or wisdom. Now you have imagination, you have wisdom. Wisdom is not that comes in 60 years of age. I'm 71 with 46 years of experience. My drishti has not even been still today in Dibba drishti. But I can understand what I have done and what I have realized. So CMAs are karma yogis. May this 62nd NCMAC instill in them more of the power of yoga drishti. And thank you, President Sir, and thank you, Council members, to select this topic for discussion. Now, what is Paritosh Basu's definition of yoga drishti? Let's talk about that. I personally feel realization from knowledge is the driving power of vision. Whatever we have learned, if you have realized the impact of it on our stakeholders, that is what we have created a site for the past, and we can create that site for the future. Knowledge is a journey. It has a beginning, but it doesn't have any end. It has a beginning, but it doesn't have any end. Okay? And now I will take you through a very famous man. He was there in this art about 140 years before. His name is Khalil Gibran. He was an author, an artist, a philosopher, and he used to be called a prophet in Lebanon, but he never accepted that terminology. He's a Maronite Christian. I'll give you 4 quotes from Khalil Gibran, whom I loved to the core of my heart as a Lebanon Christian. He said, we are limited not by our abilities, but by our vision. So that's what is the Dibba Drishti which has been brought to you. The word has been brought to you by the council members and the president. Khalil Gibran said, tortoises can tell you more about the road than hares. Tell me when it is 3 minutes, huh? Tortoises can tell you more about the road than hares, because tortoises go slowly, fill the road, but hares hop steps. So in your work, never hop step. Feel the knowledge, realize the knowledge, take the experience, and then proceed further. He said, trust in dreams, for in them is hidden the gate of eternity. So you have to dream and you have to trust your dream. And finally he said, a traveler I am and a navigator, and every day I discover a new region within my soul. So every day when you go from your work, you should feel that in your soul there is a new dream. And that dream which Ashim Mukhopadhyay and all these panel members have dreamt, you dear students, you have to also dream. Now I'll take you through this gentleman. I'll tell you the story of 2 non-qualified cost accountants of the country. Non-qualified cost and management accountants of the country. You know this gentleman, right? He is Dhirubhai Ambani. Dhirubhai Dhirajlal Hirachand Ambani, 1832-2002. He is the man who told us how to price a telephone call. He said, एक दूर के गांव में जो आदमी 2 मिनट बाकी है 1 मिनट ठीक है दूर के गांव में जो आदमी 3 मिनट में कोई बात पोस्ट कार्ड में लिख सकते हैं उसी पोस्ट कार्ड की जो भाव है उसी भाव में टेलीफोन कॉल प्राइसिंग होना चाहिए. He is a real life cost accountant, real life management accountant. He is Captain Gopinath. Captain Gopinath has done the costing of an aircraft seat by redefining the product. He said not giving a very comfortable, luxurious aircraft experience is not my product. My product is to reach the person to the destination on time. So he talked about no frill airlines and rest is story of the world. So I will now, this is my last slide. I'll now tell you how a cost accountant will be drawing relevance for his dream, a young cost accountant, from the vision statement of a company. Now, these 4 visions, which are world-class companies, multinationals, they have never used the word management, they have never used the word cost in this. Microsoft said, we strive to create local opportunity, growth, and impact in every country around the world. Sitting in US, they will create impact around the world, and all of us use Microsoft. Tata Steel, we aspire to be the global steel industry benchmark for value creation and corporate citizenship. So corporate citizenship indicates governance and benchmark indicates the best of the cost accounting and quality steel. So without speaking, there is a management accounting की अगर पराकाष्ठा कोई है, height of management accounting है तो ये statement में है. This is a vision statement. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited did not do much well in the past, now doing excellent. HAL aims to enhance India's strategic autonomy by developing indigenous technologies and reducing dependence on foreign imports. Unless they are cost competitive, Mr. Modi is not going to buy their products. So another profound statement of cost and management accounting. And finally, LIC, the world's best financial management company, which has created impact in the society. It said a transnationally competitive financial conglomerate. Transnationally financially competitive conglomerate of significance to societies and pride of India. Now, if you have to be competitive, you have to be competitive not in terms of top line only, but cost and management accounting also. So my dear friends, I have a YouTube channel. You can learn about all this in my YouTube. But this is what is the continuum of value delivery. And you stay as one of the stakeholders, motivated CMA professionals. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so much, Basu sir. I have an announcement. The president has texted me saying that in 2 months' time, we are going to have 2 more inspired hundreds, one for the practitioners, the other for the lady CMAs of our nation. Now I request CMA Arup Mukherjee, Executive Director Finance of Steel Authority of India Limited.
Respected Nayak sir, Prasad sir, Aarti madam, council members, past presidents, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and all those who are present in this hall, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege to address this esteemed gathering at the 62nd National Cost and Management Accountants Convention, a platform that is not only rich in legacy but bold in its vision. This year's theme, Corporate Excellence, the CMA Vision, it is a call to action, a mandate for the future, a declaration that our role as CMA is no longer confined to the compliance or cost control, but firmly rooted in strategic leadership and value creation. Let's be real. We live in a world of constant disruption. Technology is flipping the script. Consumer expectations are shifting faster than ever. And ESG is no longer just a checkbox. It is a boardroom priority. It is about building smart, agile, responsible businesses that are aligned with the future. It is about resilience. It is about foresight, agility, and impact. Excellence in the corporate world today is measured not just by financial performance, but by the ability to respond to disruption, embed sustainability, and drive long-term value creation. Coming from Steel Authority of India Limited, as you are all aware, it is preparing steel. And over the years, if you know that the current production capacity of SAIL is 18 million tons of crude steel, and we have taken a very ambitious project of, this happens to be the vision, 2030 of SAIL, that we are going to leapfrog our capacity to 30 million tons. So 30 million tons by 2030, and by 2047 it is going up to 50 million tons, and by 2070 surely it is going up to 100 million tons. So this is the kind of vision that our leaders have. This is the kind of vision that the country has, our ministry has. So we are firmly rooted to the ground, and we are hell-bent on taking this company forward. Now, how we are going to do that? Just for an example, I am Executive Director Finance of ISCO Steel Plant. ISCO Steel Plant is investing around 35,000 crores. So which is surely going to go up to 40 to 45,000 crores within a span of 5 years. So now, if you do a very simple math, a 45,000 crore investment, the depreciation and interest, that will be more than 500 crores per month. So if there is a time overrun of even 1 month, so we are going back by around 500 crores. So here is the role of cost and management accountants. We cannot let our projects go awry. We have to keep them in tight leash. And as of date, I am very happy to tell you, we are going in schedule. But the challenges are huge, because now that we are in the tendering stage, what we find is that we are going to vendors who are coming from abroad, and we are having a set of bidding documents, standard bidding documents. They find it very difficult to come to terms with the Indian laws and procedures, and they give us 200, 300 deviations for a single contract. The challenge lies in convincing these people and bring them to a board. Now, as our previous speakers have also said, that there has to be flexibility. If we are not very flexible and we are bogged down by the legal implications or whatever commercial terms are there, so we have to be facilitators. And here is our role, and that is the role of the CMA, that we are trying to get it down to the smallest time, and we are trying to place it. The orders are trying to be placed in the minimum possible time. CMS, they are leading the change in transforming raw data into strategic foresight. With AI, blockchain, and predictive analytics reshaping business models, we are uniquely positioned to interpret, guide, and advise in real time. Our frameworks can redefine the way business measures success, not just in profit margins, but in impact footprints, be it carbon accounting, responsible capital allocation, or inclusive growth. CMS are equipped to design tomorrow's sustainable enterprises. With regulatory landscapes evolving globally, CMS are championing transparency, ethical practices, and robust risk management systems that ensure long-term enterprises. Now, one of the most important role of CMS is in the ESG transformation, which we have been listening throughout the day. ESG is no longer just a compliance requirement, it is the new language of the capital investors. Being in the steel industry, as you are aware, steel is one of the most polluting industries. Now that we are producing about 2.7 tons of carbon dioxide per ton of crude steel. So this has to reduce to 2 ton by a couple of years, and we are going to go zero carbon by to 2070. So this is our vision. And corporate excellence. So corporate excellence is not just about results. It is about how you get there, and CMS must be the compass that guides businesses to scale with integrity, intelligence, and impact. So, friends, I think the road is clear. We are in the right path, and things are changing very fast, and CMS have to live up to this changing environment and have to ride these changes so that ultimately they come out in the forefront and they lead our businesses to profitability. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the last two speakers are lady CMAs. I would like to invite CMA Anjana Sanjeeva Madam from GAIL India Limited. She is the Chief General Manager Finance. Can we have a huge round of applause for our lady CMA over here?
Good evening to all, esteemed dignitaries and my fellow professionals. Since morning we have been hearing that time is money, and I think time is precious. I'm realizing your time that you are sitting here to listen to all of us. And I have also heard that too much of everything is bad. So too much of the Gyan Ganga that is flowing from the stage may be too much for you all to handle it. The agility which is expected and required from CMAs. So the role of CMAs is evolving. It is not the same what it used to be a few years back. So we have to change, we have to evolve. And somebody from the speakers said that bottom line or the profit is the measurement of success. Sir, with due respect to you, I would like to differ. To me, corporate excellence goes beyond the pursuit of exceptional profits. It is the consistent ability of an organization to perform at a high level by aligning its strategy, operations, culture, and leadership to deliver sustainable value to all the stakeholders, for the stakeholders' delight, not just to make them happy, for their delight. So the true excellence, it is embedded in the DNA of an organization. It is reflected in the ethical governance. It is a thriving workplace culture and its innovation-driven processes and ability to adapt to market shifts. That is what makes the corporate excellence. So achieving this is not the result of isolated efforts. It required shared commitments from all, continuous improvement, resilience, and alignment across all levels of organization. As I conclude, I am reminded of some wise words of my mentor, which I would like to definitely quote here. Never be complacent, stay curious, challenge the status quo. Complacency erodes innovation. Hunger for growth fuels excellence. So let us all continue to be seekers of better ways, challengers of limit, and torchbearers of excellence. Thank you all.
Now the audience might have pleasure to know that in another 10 minutes we are going to end it. And you are also going to have a snack break. And after that you can please come back so that you can enjoy the cultural that we have. But please wait till the vote of thanks is over. That's a sincere request. Now I request CMA Chitrali Goswami Madam, Chief General Manager, Head Corporate Finance Services, ONGC Limited. Can we have a huge round of applause for the last speaker, ladies and gentlemen?
Good evening, CMAs. Good evening, CMAs. Yes, that's the spirit. Jai Jagannath Swami, Nayanapathagami, Bhavatu me. It feels blessed to come to this blessed land of Jagannath Swami. And as you are all aware, you're happy that there is only one speaker. But you have a risk. As a CMA, you know how to do the risk management. The last speaker has no time limit. Do you agree? Do you agree? Okay, that's great. That's so encouraging, and that is what CMA is. We mean business. We don't sit and sleep. I am delighted to see all in the entire hall this entire day. Not a single person has slept through the sessions. And I think all of you deserve a big round of applause for that. And of course, kudos to all the speakers also who didn't make you sleep. I can't take that away as well. Well, this is corporate excellence. And also, there was a coffee table book of CMA achievers. Both are unlimited. Both have no limits, no end. It did begin one day. Corporate excellence is a journey that continues in pursuit of higher goals achievement. But when UN gave us the goals of ESG, we aligned itself, our goals, to the ESG, which was not the case even 20 years ago. Everybody was bothered only about the fat bottom line. No one bothered what was happening to the surrounding, to the environment, except the activists. But today, the buzzword is that each one of us has to be an activist. And some of the activists also earn money. If you have solar panel in your house, you can sell it, use it for yourself and sell the rest to the government. You can use. You can earn money also. So now that I have no time limit, to Mr. Courtney especially, who's been moderating the entire session very well, whole day. He's pretending not to listen to me. I would say the corporate excellence would mean when you achieve, you feel your enterprise is the best place to work. When we feel our enterprise is the best business partner. When we feel our operations are the safest. Corporate excellence is felt when we have improved ESG ratings on carbon footprints. Corporate excellence is then where we have very, very satisfied employees. Corporate excellence also has very healthy, mentally, physically healthy workforce. Corporate excellence includes brand building, an excellent brand image, and market capitalization, along with its goodwill and fat bottom line. I don't have to say, after the entire day's sessions of total cost management, perpetual cost management, tax management, direct tax, indirect tax, due diligence, I don't have to elaborate on all these. These are all the factors that we take. So if I take a clue and I remove the one word from the morning sessions, total cost management. And then there was direct and indirect tax cost management. If I remove the cost word from the total cost management, what remains is corporate excellence. If I remove the word cost from the total cost management, what remains, students? I remove the cost word from the lines, total cost management. What remains? Total management, that is corporate excellence. Total management, what I just elaborated is total management. Now, these will of course, have today the technological advancements, AI, generic AI, and your whatever the other advancement in the digital technology. In the morning, you heard like digital twins and other such tools. These are all indispensable in today's world. They are not an option today. They are indispensable to make us more efficient and think differently with data, because the data is the new fuel and the data is the power. So if we can play with the data, we CMS are very good in playing with data. Of course, I am a very good Excel master. I love the Excel. The moment you give me the Excel, I can do wonders on it. But then that same Excel, when we do in the ASAP and the Oracle, and also AI-driven tools, it becomes a thrilling experience for all the cost professionals, for the finance professionals. We must lay our hands on it if we have not done so far. My Divya Drishti, I can tell you my first experience of Divya Drishti. It's a story again. Everybody told about other story. Can I say one of my own story? Can I? Can I? Yes. So I will know that you're really, really alert. Okay. My story was, when I was 20, I got married into a joint family. And I used to take my ghungat and be in front of my father-in-law and mother-in-law and brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws and all in-laws and in-laws and in-laws and uncle-in-laws. The house would have 150 people every day, where we used to live 6 people, but we would cook for 150 people every day. That kind of a situation. I am fresh from a hostel life. Never went to the kitchen in life. And my mother-in-law, as all mother-in-laws would be, she's an excellent, very loving lady, okay? I'm not going to criticize her, don't worry. At this hour, शाम का वक्त है, मैं ये सब ऐसा पाप नहीं करूँगी. My mother-in-law, she asked, first I will beg my pardon to all the vegetarian CMAs here. This is a story of a non-vegetarian CMA. She brought this big rahu fish from the river Brahmaputra. Her son had just got, who just almost not yet died. And she asked me to cut that 6 kg rahu fish for the feast of the family that would come. I have never ever seen a cut of fish, nor have I known any of the kitchen chores, except, small things like making a cup of tea or something for my mom. Now what do I do? As a person, finance in my mind, I was doing my CMA at that time, studying in the inter. I decided at that early age of my life that I will never say no to anything. I'll never say I don't know. I will learn. I'll never say I will not do. I will do. I'll find out the way. And all the more reason that if I say I don't know, she will curse my mother. She didn't teach the daughter anything. That is the another reason I didn't say no. I was sitting there for 5 minutes, looking at the fish, doing nothing. The Divya Drishti just came, like AI. You know how AI works? You will get an example. Suddenly, the Divya Drishti tells me, okay, let me visualize what kind of pieces which are served to me on my plate when my mother gives me fish. I visualize the pieces are like this. Pieces are like this. Okay. How do I cut in order to obtain this kind of fish? And it clicked. And it clicked. I cut on the edge of the fish and I started getting those circles, seeing the circle. I went on cutting into the circles and circles and circles without saying a no. So CMAs, my advice to all the young professionals in making. To seniors, I can't say anything because to see from seniors we can only learn and we can only be blessed. But to the young ones, I would say what I have written in the coffee table book. I would say that accept challenges always, be visible, represent your profession, that is, brand yourself and also your institute. Represent your profession with pride. Never stop upgrading yourself with the technological advancements. Never stop upgrading yourself with the changed policies in the management. Both professionally and technologically, you should be seen to be at the right forefront. The world notices you when you make the right noise at the right time, at the right forum, and that too visibly. So make the right noise in right time and right way. This is my loving suggestion to all the CMAs. Parishtosh sir has requested me to tell my turning point of my life, which is just one line you can see in the book. I had a roaring opportunity in front of my life when I was about 18 years of age. I was already a President of India awardee in professional performing music as a vocalist, and I had a call from the duos, the legendary Lakshmikant Pyarilal duos. I went to meet them. They recorded a couple of my songs for 2 movies. But I had the Divya Drishti to see what that industry had to offer. I thought I would never be satisfied only as an artist without utilizing my brain AI powers. I chose CMA as a profession, finance took the lead, and my performing art is my weekend profession today, where thousands of my audience shed tears of joy when they listen to me. Thank you very much to the council and the president, sir, for this wonderful opportunity to be present in front of you. Thank you very much for your patient hearing.
Thank you so much, Chitrale madam. You are a real cost accountant because you have used the opportunity very well. You spoke for 14 minutes and 2 seconds and nobody complained. No, sir. That was a good bias actually. Thank you, madam. Thank you. So, now, ladies and gentlemen, before I invite Gunjali sir for his formal vote of thanks, after the formal vote of thanks, we'll have a group picture. So, whoever is part of the Inspired 100 can please come on the stage so that we can have a group picture together. After the formal vote of thanks. Gunjali sir, please give a formal vote of thanks.
So, good evening, namaskar. So actually today I am blessed to be shared dais along with luminaries of our CMA profession. It's my proud privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of ICM AI at the conclusion of the inspiring session on corporate excellence, CMA vision, CMA leaders. Actually, I am proud of the classman from Bangalore. He is part of 100 actually. Satish Shivaraman and myself are the at Bangalore chapter. We together studied the CMA. I am so proud of CMA Satish Shivaraman. So first and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed CMA leaders who shared such a valuable insights. I can say some few their insights, some mantra, starting from be sensitive, understand the environment, strive for the opportunity, Then the great eagle story, 7 principles of eagle, that is actually the great story everybody can read to become a leader in their domain. Then out of box thinking, unique and visible. Actually, this is the greatest mantra, unique and visible. So all of us, we known by the corporate world only. We are not known to the society. We should be the visible to the society. We should be the helpful to the society. We should be add a value to the society. Then only we can be visible. So that is the greatest mantra of the today's think tank. Then never die attitude. Then insightful led. Then predictive, karma yogi. That means work is worship. So sir told about Divya Drushti, need yoga and meditation to see the foresight. But sir is pictured one karma yogi. Through your work, you can achieve the greatest Divya Drushti. That work is worship. That is the one great mantra for giving. I thanks to our Paritosh Basu sir. So we all CMAs karma yogis from today onwards. Then realization from the knowledge. So last madam I told na original intelligence. Always original intelligence is great, better than and greatest than artificial intelligence. So this is the I request all of you to give a standing ovation and great applause to all these greatest leader of our CMA profession. Sir, today's your words truly enlightened us on the evolving CMAs in driving strategic excellence, ethical leadership, and sustainable business practices. Your vision resonates deeply with our professional aspiration. I sincerely thanks to our council colleagues, former presidents of our institute, for SIRC, regional council members, chapter representatives, and my dear CMA colleagues and participants, virtually and physically also. To the organizing team, technical staff, and volunteers, thank you for your tireless efforts behind the scene, ensuring that today's program ran smoothly and successfully. Let us leave today not just informed, but inspired to commit ourselves to principles of corporate excellence and carry forward proud legacy of CMA profession. Once again, thank you all. Jai Hind, Jai CMA. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I request all the featured CMAs in the Inspired 100, please come onto the dais so that we can have a group picture. All the featured CMAs who are not on the dais to please come onto the dais. Sir.